Shalom Aleichem, my brothers and sisters. Today I want to discuss the word refreshed that oftentimes get quoted by different people that want to, prove that the Torah was changed or that something's not accurate in the Torah. So I would like to discuss this. Now, this video is mainly for my Muslim brothers because when it comes to seculars, secular scholars or just seculars who translate the word to refreshed, it poses no problem to them because they simply say that God could be refreshed, meaning his God is limited. This video is not for Christians either, because Christians also, from what I understand, are able to accept a limited God since they believe in Trinity. This is not for Jews, because Jews know that there is something called the oral Torah, which gives us the interpretation of all the words. So this is really for Muslims, because some Muslims may get the impression that the word refreshed means that God was tired and therefore had to become refreshed after working. Now this word appears, the word that we're talking about appears in Exodus 31, chapter 31, verse 17, where it says that God has completed his work, for the 6 days, and then on the seventh day he ceased and was refreshed. Now, first thing I want to say that I'm gonna say that this word does not mean refreshed, even though some scholars translate it like that. Mostly of these scholars are either Christians or seculars. The Hebrew word we're talking about is vayinafash. There are two words actually. It says Shabbat vayinafash. God did something called Shabbat, and then something else called vayinafash. Now, this word vayinafash is the one that usually is translated by the secular scholars as refreshed. Now, what does it actually mean? If you look at the ancient translations of the Torah, which is called Targum Onkelos, and then there's another Targum called Targum Yehonatan. Both of them are Aramaic translations of the Torah. They are around 2,000 years old, each one. And both of them translate the word vayinafash with the Aramaic word venach. The word nach. Ve means and the word nach is the word that it is translated to. Now, what does the word nach mean in Aramaic? Well, Aramaic and Hebrew are sister languages, so we assume that it pretty much means the same thing that it means in Hebrew, the word nach. Now, in Hebrew, this word nach appears in another place in the Torah, where the Torah talks about Noah's ark, that when it was floating, during the flood, and then it rested on the mountain, on the Ararat mountains. And the word over there used is nach, that the boat rested on the Mount of Ararat. Now, obviously, the boat did not get tired for it to rest. What it really means is that it ceased, it stopped on this mountain. So the word nach means stopped. So that's the word nafash, it stopped. Now you may ask, so what's the difference between Shabbat, vayinafash? Shabbat also means stopped. It sounds like the Torah is saying that on the 6th day, or on the 7th day, God has stopped and he stopped, or ceased and he ceased. Like, why does the Torah uses two words to describe the same action of God? Now, one explanation I read, I don't remember where, but I can probably find it if somebody really wants me to, is that one form is an active and another form is a passive. So, for example, when God didn't do any work on the 7th day, what it really means is that God ceased work and then refrained from working. And these are two different concepts, because this was in order to teach us, the Jews, that on the Sabbath we're not supposed to just cease work. Meaning, if, let's say, we're doing something on Friday, and as soon as the sunset hits, we cease work. So it sounds like, okay, maybe that's the fulfillment of the commandment, just to cease work. But engaging in another work, maybe that's okay. So that's why the Torah says God ceased work and refrained from working, meaning that on the Sabbath we not only have to stop what we're doing, before it starts. We are not allowed to engage in any work once the Sabbath is already active. I hope this explains this verse, and if anybody has any questions, I'd love to hear. Please let me know. Thank you.